Hello, my people. I'm here again, once again, to teach you guys about cryptocurrency, make you guys understand TBC Mart Token, and also how to, go through this phase we are right now in TBC. Okay. Now, the reason why I chose to be called a teacher instead of being called a leader is because as a teacher, you get to ask me questions and I get to teach you the basics because my goal is for you to understand. When you call me, when people use the title leader, they tend to worship the person and do not bother about asking any questions. Ask me questions, but ask me questions in the right way. I'll provide you the answers and also educate you about cryptocurrency and also about my cryptocurrency TBC Mart token. So, guys, here I am again to bust the bubble of those trying to promote stable coins. Okay, stable coins. They tell you that their coin is a stable coin, and it is paired to one kringle or whatever it is that is called. Okay, look, let me tell you. Okay, when they tell you it's a stable coin, okay, what you ask them, what you ask them is, what is the reserve of your stable coin made of? Okay, for example, the USD Theta is backed by the US dollar. Now the fact that you saw the price drop by 0.99, okay, means that they decide to leave it that way. If it decides to drop below 0.99 in terms of price, they use the reserve to shore it up. I'm coming. There are also some cryptocurrency out there who are backed by code, like the likes of Carat Gold coin. Yeah, Carat Gold coin, formerly owned by Carat Bars. Okay, they also have say they have their own bank coin called Carat Bank coin, which is KBC or KCB. Um, there's also another cryptocurrency that is backed by gold, which is 1 gram coin. Now, there are two things that they have in common, or there is one thing that they have in common. Okay, two things. Number one is that they have physical codes stored in a vault somewhere, either in Singapore or in London. Okay, either in Singapore or in London or any other vault out there that does vault business. When I say physical code, physical gold, and you talk about purity of the gold being 99.99%. And we're talking about is it 12 carat, the carat of the gold, 4 carat gold. You see it labeled there. They show you the pictures of the physical gold in the vault. Okay. Now the second thing they have in common is that they have an audit firm, a renowned or a renowned, sorry, not renowned, renowned auditing firm, the likes of what's it called again? KPMG, the likes of prayer, co-water, what's his name again? Oh, PwC. Okay, these are the companies that that are renowned auditing firm. They are almost in every country. They are here in Nigeria, and they audit banks. Okay, so they have these golds are audited and confirmed to be what it is and what quality it is. So if you sell your coin is a stable coin, okay, that means that for every gold out there, it is tied to the price of your coin. So if your coin is $10, that means your coin $10 is tied. Your coin is tied to $10 worth of gold. So if the total coins in circulation is $1 million worth of coin, that means there has to be $1 million worth of physical gold in that vault. Okay, now there are cryptocurrencies that are backed by stable coins that are backed by cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum. Okay, what does it mean? It does not mean you just you program it so that the price of Ethereum will now be reflecting as the price of the coin. Hell no. What it means is that you have actual Ethereum stored in a wallet that can be confirmed. And you know one thing about blockchain is that it's transparent. You cannot hide it. So you have to provide the address of where your vault or where your reserve in Ethereum or reserve in Bitcoin is, and it has to be at par with the number of coins you have in circulation. So if you have 1 million coins or 1 billion coins in circulation, you should have 1 billion worth of Bitcoin or Ethereum in your wallet. So my brothers and my sisters, if any project is telling you that they are backed by, don't listen to them unless they provide proof that they are actually being backed by what they say it is. Okay, let me give you for example. Back then when the US dollar was hammering the naira, and we saw $1 rise to 500 naira, okay, the government allowed it to do so because at that point they don't have enough reserve to handle what was going on in the market. So they withdrew providing US dollars to they withdrew providing US dollar service to businessmen. They withdrew providing US dollar service to some certain product for importing some certain products because they are using the reserve to fund some actual demands of US dollars in the country. So how do countries like Nigeria, how do countries like Ghana, how do countries like Cameroon handle the exchange rate of the currencies that they deal with? Okay, so when Nigeria is doing a lot of deals, a lot of projects with the US dollar, they know that their reserve have to be up to par so that it does not cause the price again of naira to depreciate against the dollar. Because when it depreciates against the dollar, it goes up to as high as 500 naira per dollar. Are you getting me? So the foreign reserve or the reserve of every country is what is being used to maintain the price, with a lot of calculation being done to make sure that the reserve is not overused, to make sure that the inflow or the revenue or the income producing side that is generating the US dollar is maintained, to make sure that the market and everybody obeys the price that is being sold, that is being required for the US dollar to be sold. All these things are measures being made in place to make sure that the coin or the currency or naira does not lose its value or does not depreciate or devalue. Okay, as long as it's a stable coin, it has to have reserve. So if anybody is trying to tell you they have their own blockchain and they are backed by gold and Bitcoin, tell them to show you the vault and to show you documents signed by a renowned audit company to verify that such coin or gold belong to such cryptocurrency exists, or such they give you the address where the Bitcoin is stored. Okay, the issue with Libra is that they wanted to use government security. They wanted to use derivatives, like they want to use money market fund, they want to use treasury bill, they want to use some company securities. They want to put all these documents, bonds and the rest of them to use as reserve. Yes, they are short-term liquid cost stuff that can always liquidate, but what it makes them is that it makes them look like a central bank. Okay, so they are now holding these documents, and those documents, those bonds and whatever it is, will now be in different central banks. That is making them the ultimate central bank in the world, because they will be having every single instrument of different central banks or different countries to be able to maintain the price of Libra in every single country. So that is something so powerful that the governments are fighting against it, and some governments are already rolling out their own cryptocurrency. The Petro is the cryptocurrency which is now the official currency of Venezuela. The Petro is backed by oil. That means barrels of oil being produced in Venezuela. That way they are able to avoid sanctions that is affecting their currency, which is what's it called again? Their Bolivia currency. Okay, you have China trying to create their own, because anytime the sanctions hit them, it affects the yuan. So having a digital yuan will not have any problem on them. This is what stable coins are, backed by real stuff, physical stuff, or stuff you can give accountability for, not just by empty words, not just by pegging the price of gold to the price of your currency and you now say that it's backed by gold. Hell no, it doesn't work that way. We are wise now. So people, get smart, get wise. Don't allow anybody sell you short and insult your intelligence. I'm telling you right now, any project out there that does not have a reserve matching the number of coins in circulation does not qualify to be a stable coin. And if they claim to have their own blockchain, ask them the name of the blockchain and let them give you access to view every single transaction, and it has to be of top-notch quality so that the transactions can be verified and they show the confirmation. And also ask them, okay, if you have a blockchain, how many nodes do you guys have? What are nodes? Nodes are computers that verify transactions. That you see that a transaction is confirmed and has 1,000 confirmations, 2,000, 10,000 and counting, means that there are 10,000 nodes out there confirming transactions. So when they say they have a blockchain, ask them how many nodes, okay, how many computers out there are the ones, confirming these transactions. Is it by mining or is it by staking? Okay, Ethereum has proof of stake work protocol. Bitcoin has proof of work. Okay, is the coin mined or pre-mined? In the case of TBC Mart Token, it's already mined. In the case of Bitcoin, it's being mined, and the maximum that will be in circulation is 17 million Bitcoin. Okay, ours is mined. We are 100 billion token. We have less than 0.3. Is it 0.3? Less than 0.03 out there in the market. To me, that's less than even 10 million coins in circulation. The rest may be burnt. Who knows? So guys, don't be misled by anybody trying to. This is 2020. You have to make sure you're updated with education, or you will learn the hard way. Don't be misled because of ignorance. Get your phone. Stop doing Snapchat and Facebook. Google about cryptocurrency. Learn, my people, learn. That's what I'm doing here. Watch my videos and learn. So guys, that's it for this video. Just want to make sure you guys are updated to know what's going on, because you'll be hearing a lot of stable coins in 2020 pertaining those who are trying to provide so-called projects for the TBC members, calling it that it's a stable coin or whatever coin that it is. Always know who the person is that is behind the cryptocurrency, what's his track record, and most importantly, the knowledge behind or the details of the cryptocurrency and how transparent it is. Okay, if they cannot answer, if they have a blockchain, ask how many computers are confirming the transactions, how many nodes globally are existing. Okay, don't be misled. If they say they are backed by gold and Bitcoin, let them show you the vault where the physical goods are. Let them show you the address where the Bitcoin that is backing it is. Okay, always know who the project owner is. My name is Chukwuka Blago, and I am the project owner. I am the owner of the project TBC Mart Token. Thank you guys for watching, and remain blessed.